Tim, should cameras be allowed in the courtroom for Bryan's trial? I'm going to answer that question with a question. Name one media platform that you've seen cover this case fairly. Now, I apologize because I realized that wasn't a question, but let's get back into it. Let me say this again. Please name one media platform that you have seen cover this case fairly. Innocent until we back at it, man. I'm gonna give you guys what I'm gonna do is give you guys the video that I originally did on this topic, this subject about cameras in the courtroom, and I'm just gonna update it. I just dropped a video. What are your thoughts? And I was telling you guys, I don't know if everybody caught it, and that's okay because hey, I'll be missing the hell out of things too. That video was older. It was dated. I just released it maybe like yesterday or 2 days ago, depending on when you get this. But I actually recorded that video like a week before it came out. So some of the information in it is going to sound dated. I didn't say that in the video because I just said, hey man, I'm going to leave it up to them to catch it. This time I'm going to give it to you guys. You're going to be able to tell that when I made this video that you're about to listen to is dated. I'm going to go ahead and add my updated thoughts too, Lord willing, before it starts playing. Or maybe I'll put that after. I'm not sure yet. All things, you know, I don't know how these videos are going to finally get to you guys until I'm done with the editing process. But we'll see. But you definitely will, Lord willing, get my updated thoughts. But just remember that this video that you're about to get is about 17 minutes long before I edit it. It's dated, and I think it was recorded on June the 9th. You know what I mean? I plan on putting a screenshot in there for you guys, because a lot of times I'll say in my videos, hey, I made a video talking about this, but you guys aren't going to get it. You guys aren't going to get it because I'm a perfectionist, so certain things is just like I'll make a video and I'll be like, nah, I ain't putting that out. It gotta feel right in my spirit. But God did, you know, remind me, like some of these videos, even some of the ones that are updated, they're not even for right now. They're for a time that's coming. And as freaky as that may sound, I think when you listen to this video, being that I recorded it June, it's what, August now, so what we talking about, like 12 months ago? You like how I did that math, right? You'll see, man, that, you know, just do it. And this is more so a message for some of you who may need to hear it as well, man. Do what God is putting upon your heart to do and let him work out the rest. So I said those things that I wanted to say. One more thing about it, I realized is even when I recorded that video, they had a hearing back then about, you know, the cameras in the courtroom. I thought at the time that it was the media and the prosecution pushing for the cameras. But if when I went back and researched it, I'm damn near sure it was just the media wanting to be there. Now we fast forward later and we see, I'm going to take my homegirl word for it, that it's Court TV, because she isn't the only one that said it, was in the courtroom and they were messing it up for everybody, because we've already talked about, hey, how they were zooming in on Bryan's face. For those of you who didn't miss that, we're not making this up. You know, everybody has busy lives, so maybe you just weren't able to watch the hearing, but I promise you, nobody's making this up. They would stop in the middle of these hearings, man, when people are testifying on the trial, on the stand, and just zoom in on Bryan, and it just makes no sense. It's disrespectful to the judge, something I want to talk about. It's disrespectful to justice, and yes, it is disrespectful to Bryan, because no matter what any of us think about this case right now, judicially, he is an innocent man. You know what I mean? I want to reiterate, my position is I don't know whether Bryan has committed these crimes or not, whether he's involved or not, but I will promise you my official position right now is if Bryan is involved, the prosecution is doing every damn thing they can to assure us that he isn't. I'm just like, yeah, I damn near think they on his side, low-key. You know what I mean? Finally, before I get to my updated position about how I feel about this case, I want to tell you what you're going to hear in this video. And I'm not going to make any apologies for it whatsoever. Even the thought of apologizing, it kind of upsets me and perturbs me, right? And what I really wanted to say is pisses me off. But a lot of you guys tag me in this lady's, you know, you tag me and her, you know what I mean, in her comments, and in my comments, you'll tag her in it. In comments that you all post, I'm saying, on Twitter that you make, you'll tag me in it. I want to tell you guys something, man. Maybe I'm being a little immature here. Maybe I'm being a little too emotional. The video is up. I don't have to make anything up. I don't like bullies, man. I don't like bullies and I don't like BS, and I call it out wherever I see it. You know what I mean? If it gets too close to me, it's going to more than probably get addressed. That's something that you guys are going to learn about me. I'm not even going to go into that tangent, but what I will tell you is this right here. Ann Taylor is my fake girlfriend, right? Gabby V, I love Gabby V, right? You guys are my fake real family. That's just the truth of the matter. You are my fake real family. I don't politic. I don't, you know what I mean, kick it with a lot of people.
I kick it with you guys more than I kick it with anybody. You know what I mean? In the comment section. This is how my life has been for a while now, right? And being my family, the more you hang around and don't get offended by who I am, and I'm not going to get offended by who you are, we're going to learn each other. And that's what you're going to learn about me. If any BS, even my own, gets too close to me, it's going to get addressed. I promise you. I started this video telling you I was wrong about a point that I had. I don't play that, man. Don't BS me because I don't BS you. I'm saying that to say, Sleuthy Goosey, I know a lot of you guys have an affinity for her. I want to say some cuss words to her right now. I want to say some curse words to her right now because I ain't nobody punk and I don't like bullies. And I'll try to keep this short. We had an episode when I first created Innocent Until on Twitter where we were having a conversation and she said something she was dead ass wrong about. But we are all dead ass wrong. Once again, I just had to clear up something I said that was wrong. So that's no issue there. So we were having a conversation and then some of her rescue dogs came in and thought that they were just going to talk to me in the way that these people in true crime do. You know,
Innocent Until, I was going to get into that, but I'm not, man. You know what I mean? I really do a lot to try to keep things palatable for you guys, knowing who my audience is, looking at, you know what I mean, the demographic of it. Maybe I do that more than I should, you know what I'm saying? Because I am a be who you are type of person, but I do. I'll say this like this. There's a video up on my page, man, called What Can Be Prevented. You know what I mean? The Gabby Petito story. I actually did an entire series on that. I don't know how many of you even watched that. You might get offended by watching it, but if you do, you do. You got your opinion, I have mine. But that video is up, and that explains why I mentioned this lady's name. I will tell you I still don't care for her. I offered her a chance to apologize when she obviously owed an apology. She didn't up until this point, and so, you know, it is what it is. I'm not bothered. I don't think about this person. You know what I mean? They living their life, I'm living mine. But the only reason I'm mentioning it now is because I debated between editing out what you guys are going to hear later and leaving it in, and I decided to leave it in because I know, you know, some of you guys have an affiliation with this person, and you might have wonderful experiences with them, and no need to feel how I feel, and that's okay too. But because I decided to leave it in, I wanted to give you guys, you know what I mean, a preface for why I mentioned the name and why I feel like I feel. But all the other stuff I said, man, it's irrelevant. This is not like a broadcast or advertisement for the video. Y'all know how I am, man. If you're going to watch, you're going to watch. If you're going to like, share, subscribe, you know, those things will happen organically. But if you want to know why, like the backstory on why the name is mentioned, there's a video up on my page with, like, if you watch it, you know what I mean, you can't miss what happened and why it happened and how I feel, how I feel about the situation. But other than that, let's just get into this video.
Next. Don't try me, man. That's the bottom line. She got me pissed off just telling y'all the story. Let me tell y'all my updated feelings about this camera thing. I'm a little perturbed at Judge. I'm gonna be honest with you. I gotta do something right quick, so maybe you'll hear the camera stop right now. I'm recording, and then I'll be right back. My fire rages. Be having to take breaks, man. Oh man, I'm sorry guys. That little episode of me having to explain to y'all why that name will get mentioned in this video you're about to hear set me off a little bit, man. I'm too cool, I'm too calm, I'm too respectful for anybody to be approaching me like I'm somebody to, you know what I mean, that doesn't deserve that in return. So anyway, let's get back to Judge. I'm disappointed, bro, because I just made a post, man, where I was like, hey man, what do y'all think about this guy, etc., etc., and y'all were like, y'all was on his ass, and I was like, dang, well, maybe I'm tripping because my people don't really rock with cuz like that, and I ain't got to agree with them just because, and they don't got to agree with me, but damn it, a lot of people was on that post like, nah, cuz ain't it. So I'm like, damn, what did I miss? You see what I'm saying? And I'm going to be honest, this is why I'm grateful for you guys, because it did make me start to look at some things. And a couple of the things I'm looking at is like, yo, bro, I remember when you told the media, you know what I mean? That was one of my highlights for you. I was telling everybody, he is checking the media. Stop trying to paint false narratives. Stop putting the camera on Bryan incessantly. And all of that foolishness, man. But, bro, since then, it's kind of like somebody said, maybe you said that just to be on record saying that you said it, because you like the nice parent now, bro. They ain't paid you no damn attention in every hearing since that hearing, which I think, if I'm correct, was 3 hearings ago. They've been doing in your courtroom exactly what you told them not to do. I blame you for that, bro. I blame you for that. Like I said, they're disrespecting you, they're disrespecting your courtroom. You're not going to come in my house and do what you want to do, specifically after I told you not to do it. So I have some questions about that. You know what I mean? I have a video that I'm going to make, guys. It's probably going to be one of the production videos, Lord willing. And you know what? I'll go ahead and tell you what the name of it is so you can be on the lookout for it.
I lied. Nah, I'm joking.
a jury, a judge, and the fifth victim, right? And I'm gonna address some of this stuff more then. I just really wanted to speak about this camera thing because I remembered I already had made a video about it. But I'm just thinking like, bro, why you can't stand up to the media? And in the video you're gonna get, I'm saying, hey man, no cameras in the courtroom. But listening to you guys, seeing what has developed since I made that video, I'm wondering why the court can't just appoint responsible journalists, media personalities to be in there. It's going to be a hard sell for me, even though some of the things that I've said in this video, it's going to be a hard sell for me that you can't get anybody in that courtroom to record the proceedings and not just focus on Bryan the whole time. So why can't you do that? That way it's fair for everybody, you know what I mean? Because I do agree with some of you guys. I don't think us watching the trial will prevent all injustice because, like, damn it, the FBI knew that we would hear about them going to Gabby's house and they didn't give a damn. Like, the arrogance of these people, man. They've been being, corrupt and crooked so damn long that they don't even give a damn, bro. You know what I mean? You think I'm going off just because that was that name that I didn't want to call, that I had to give you guys a preface about because, her name is going to get... I don't like bullies, but I'm not the toughest person in the world. I'm saying the FBI, man. I don't know how y'all... I know they got male and female agents, damn it. Send 10 FBI men to my house. When I police, I'm never going to tell y'all I don't get nervous and nerves aren't popping up and anxiety ain't everywhere, but damn it, I still do it. Send 10 of them and they can be all men, bro. What I say don't got no gender for classifications to it. I don't give a damn.
Don't got no what? Bro, what the hell you said?
Just stay in your place and respect people and treat them like they're human, because when you don't, that drives my anxiety and blood pressure up even more. And then me not addressing it, if it's too close to me, makes my anxiety and blood pressure. So, you know what I mean? It don't matter. But we see how crooked y'all are willing to be. So, yeah, even when people can see y'all would do it. So there's no way I believe us seeing the trial is going to get every injustice out of it. But I do believe it keeps things calm, because I would, I'm going to say, I ain't no telling what they would have did to Gabby V or what they will do to anybody that's testifying for the defense if they could do it and nobody would know about it or see it. So for that reason, I do believe there should be cameras. But once again, guys, don't think that us hour watching eyes are going to just prevent all injustice. But for judge, bro, number one, why can't you? It's different if you didn't say, hey, media, stop. You literally said, stop doing this or it's going to be no cameras in the courtroom. They kept doing it. And the next time we heard about it is because Ann filed a motion. Am I tripping, y'all? Is that the next time we heard about it? Because it's damn sure the next time I heard about it. And because you gave that order in the court, in your court on camera, I don't think this cyborg or something, she kicking y'all, man, listen here. And Taylor had to bring this up again to you, homeboy. Why? You gave the order in your courtroom. This lady should not have had to remind you of that and file a motion about an order that you gave in your courtroom. You should have handled that the first time that it was violated. And you didn't even handle it then, and you haven't handled it since. And now we got to wait and see what your ass going to do with this motion she filed. It should not, you gave the damn order. Her order is just saying, hey, judge, remember what you said, just can you do that? You know what I mean? And she's very polite. She's very respectful about it. So this should not even be anything to talk about, man. I think I covered everything there. I'm going to, I listened to the video again while I'm editing it, so it might be something on the back end. Shout out to you guys who told me I'm always like, videos over 30 minutes long. The video. Some of you guys don't like longer videos, but obviously some of you guys do. I'm all about us, baby. I'm not trying to change who I am, but I'm definitely about us. So I try to, I try to be myself, but I also try to make the videos palatable for you guys, man. Because I know me, and I know, I don't think I'm a bit much, but when I'm combining myself with, the presence of other people, it can seem like it's a bit much. So I try to be palatable too, man. All that, and it's an until. Let's get to the video. And it's an until. Should cameras be allowed in the courtroom for Bryan's trial? I'm going to answer that question with a question. Name one media platform that you've seen cover this case fairly. Now I apologize because I realized that wasn't a question, but let's get back into it. Let me say this again. Please name one media platform that you have seen cover this case fairly. I get it. Let me apologize because I don't want to be making Idaho 4 video. I literally just recorded 30 minutes ago a video that I've recorded twice about the 12-year-old who stabbed her brother, her 9-year-old brother, while he was sleeping, killed him, and a case that mirrors it that happened in Florida. I'm not going to get into that, but I just recorded that, and then I went to go, you know what I mean, edit that video and put some content out so I can get that to the YouTube subscribers. And matter of fact, thank you to all the new subscribers. Thank you to the returning viewers. Shout out to y'all. Much love, much respect. And then I sat down, and the first thing I see, now I'm aware that Bryan is in court today for the gag order, you know what I mean, situation. But the first thing I see is Law and Crime talking about Stephen Gonzalez. Now, I have another video about, you know, I'm not going to spoil that video, but on the back end of that video, and it is an Idaho 4 video, so like I'm Idaho 4, I'm breaking my promise. I'm making Idaho 4 after Idaho 4 video, and I just said that's not what I'm here for, and that's not what I want to do. That's where I'm at right now, so forgive me if I lied, forgive me if life just took me in another direction, but I'm telling you, I got the content, damn it, I just need a assistant or something to get me in order. But anyway, this Stephen Gonzalez guy, man, he's in the news every day. I always say his name wrong too. Stephen Goncalves, whatever. I'm sorry, bro. Y'all know I can't say nobody's name. We're gonna have to call big homie Stephen G, right? Stephen G, bro. I know you lost your daughter, man. I know you lost her in one of the most horrific ways possible. I know you're having to deal with this on a daily basis because it's constantly in the news. They're constantly, air quotes, new developments in the case, which there really aren't. There's just new media chasing viewers and viewership and all of this stuff. But all of these things are going on, so you're constantly being reminded about your tragic loss. I get it as much as I can because that wasn't my child, and I didn't lose a child in this circumstance. And I know I'm about to offend some of you guys and lose some of you guys, but I'm not here for viewers, guys. I want you to watch my content. I want subscribers. I want to present a new perspective, a different perspective to these true crime cases. But if that means that I only get to agree with you and that you don't even have to agree with me, that goes without saying. But if you think I'm only going to make content and share opinions that agree with the masses, then I'm sorry. I appreciate whatever made you subscribe to my channel, come to my platform, but you're probably not going to be here long because I don't like amen corners. We're not doing that, man. When I respond to you guys' comments, and I go out of my way to respond to all of them, as many of them as I can, which is the overwhelming majority. But I say to a lot of you guys, don't hate me when I'm wrong. Don't hate me when I get passionate. The video that I'm about to drop about this 12-year-old girl who stabbed her 9-year-old brother to death while he was asleep, some of you guys are indefinitely probably going to unsubscribe from my channel. I know you are, and that's okay with me. But what I prefer is for us to come together and have these conversations in a non-biased environment, and we share our opinions even where we disagree, and that's how we come to more substantial, more concrete, more foundational, assessments about what happens, man. I can't run into these. I despise these Facebook groups, these Reddit threads, these Twitter so-and-sos, the cool table of true crime, because the only way that you get in, the only way your voice gets heard is if you agree with every damn body. I'm not with that, bro. I don't give a damn about Sleuthy Goosey. I'm sorry. I'm gonna call the name so y'all know where I stand. I don't give a damn about Jennifer Coffee ex so-and-so Dinger. I call her Coffee After Dark. That's who I'm referring to. I don't give a damn about Law and Crime, Dateline, News Demon. I don't give a damn because I'm gonna go back to the statement that I made when I started the video asking you guys, should cameras be allowed in the courtroom during Bryan's trial? The statement was, tell me one media platform, big or small, that you have seen cover this damn case from a non-biased perspective. It doesn't exist. It was a rhetorical statement. Tell me one. I'm waiting. Some of you guys send me YouTubers, and let's be real, guys. I could send y'all my links all day. How did you find my channel? It isn't because I did it. I don't do that to people. Now, send them to me. I'm not saying don't send them, but I'm saying all of us who are involved in true crime, we probably get so much content, whether it be videos or otherwise, that it's impossible for us to live our normal lives and consume them all. But back to what I was saying, guys, I'm not here for you to agree with me. I'm here to give my vantage point of these true crime cases. I'm here to hear your feedback in the comment sections or wherever you give it to me at. And I honestly consider it. I read it. Can't you tell when I respond to your comments that I read what you said? I'm not just pandering to you so you'll come back. So we put all of these things in a melting pot, and then we say, okay, well, what makes the most sense? Now I'm going to answer the damn question that I started the video asking, the reason that Bryan is in court today. That's what I'm hearing about the gag order thing. And the question that many of you have opinions about and answers for yourself. I think, indubitably, if you have to ask yourself, should cameras be allowed in the courtroom during his trial, you are either willfully blind or not keeping up. Now, trust me, man, my curiosity is as high as anybody's. Do I want to see every damn set? I want to see what's going on in the courtroom now. Hell, if they had a camera set up in there, and it was just like 2 hours before they even walk in the courtroom, and we could just watch the pre-trial or pre-hearing activity, I would have it on the side on my other smart device, on my laptop or something. It would be playing in the background while I do what I do, create content and whatever else I got going on. It would be. I would watch it. But is that conducive to this man getting a fair trial? Now, let me tell you what's going on, what I'm hearing. Bryan and his defense are petitioning the court. Let me say that again. You got to keep up. Remember I said, if you have to ask yourself that question, you are either willfully blind or not keeping up. So please, I'm not being condescending here. I ask that you keep up. Bryan and his defense are asking that cameras not be allowed in the courtroom during the trial. The prosecution and the media are demanding that the cameras be in the courtroom. If you don't know why the hell that should be the answer to that. If you are a true crime fan that is interested in real and authentic justice, that should be the answer to the question for you, whether or not cameras should be allowed in the courtroom. Let me tell you something. There are a myriad of reasons that either side could be approaching this the way that they're approaching it. But I'm going to tell you one that is undamn deniable, bro. The prosecution wants the media to continue painting this damn narrative that Bryan is guilty beyond a reasonable doubt before the trial even begins. Trust me, when the judge starts reading off trial instructions and all that stuff, they're going to have the cameras panning to that man and saying, look at how his damn face looked when she was reading the instructions. Look at how his pants are creased when she was reading. All of that, the same stuff that they've been doing, bro. They're going to use everything they can to sway the minds of this gullible ass public and the more people that believe Bryan is guilty, but without having a trial and hearing any of all of the evidence. And I didn't say any of the evidence, I said any of all of it. None of us have heard all of the evidence. None of us have heard all of the evidence. The prosecution hasn't even heard all of the evidence. I don't give a damn, because the defense has things that they haven't heard. The defense hasn't even heard all of the evidence because the prosecution has things that they haven't heard. Let me calm down and get some of this water. My passions are high because some of this is just common sense to me, bro. And I am interested in the real justice. I ain't interested in no damn stage plays and entertainment. Give me a second. I'm a little hot right now. Give me a second. Besides capitalism, we haven't even, so there's a double-edged sword here for Bryan from the prosecution and the media side. There's a reason, bro. The media wants to drive clicks and views, and yes, they are part of the Pillar Princess Protection Agency. They already, I need to say the statement again. Correct me if I'm wrong now. You don't have to agree with me. And if I'm wrong, trust me, I'm going to tell you I'm wrong. I don't know the roommates have anything to do with this damn crime. I'm just convinced based on what has been presented from them. I don't have to hear nothing from nobody else. If what they're telling us is true, then damn it, I don't know how they aren't involved in this crime. But going back to the statement, please, this is like my third time saying it. Name one media platform, big or small, that has covered this case from a balanced perspective. I know one. It's not even a platform. It's somebody who corresponds with them. I think she works with them or she corresponds with them. Her name is Azriel Law or something like that on Twitter. When she gets on the television, bro, when she gets on Twitter, man, she is cutting it straight down the damn middle. I don't follow anybody on my platforms. She is the one damn person that I thought about following. She is cut and dry down the damn middle. And other than that, you can name, I'm not going through them again. Y'all know the platforms, the big, the mid-tier, the small. None of them cover this case from an unbiased perspective. None of them. They already have Bryan painted absolutely guilty with the most minimal amount of circumstantial evidence. So what the hell do you think is going to happen once they get in the courtroom and start hearing more detailed evidence? Even if it does present a side that says, hey man, maybe we need to rethink this. Do you think they're going to look at it like that? Let me answer that question for you. They are the same ones who are totally overlooking the damn roommates, even though a lot of the evidence points to them being suspect, at the very least, if not absolutely guilty. This is one of the most easiest answers that I've ever had to give in my life, man. I know most of you, like me, your curiosity is through the roof. You have very, very curious reasons why you're saying, yes, let us in the courtroom. You could even explain it. I just don't think our reasons for wanting to see what goes on in that courtroom supersede his right to a fair trial. And I also don't think he's going to get a fair trial already unless some of you get on the jury. And I know part of this thing is going to be, I'm telling you, I got money on this. Part of the question is going to be sequestering the jury. Now, should the jury be sequestered? Yes, they should. But come on, let's be for real, man. Let's be for real. We live in 2023. If you look at the makeup of the public's opinion about this case, the great majority of people already have Bryan convicted. I'm going to say this again. I know I'm being repetitive. On a very minimal amount of circumstantial evidence, they already have the man convicted and walking to the death chamber to get shot to death. They don't even know what the hell is going on. They don't know what the hell is going on. There's a small amount that says, let me wait and see what's going on. What that says to me, the jury is going to be made up of pretty much the same thing. A majority of people who already know he's guilty and a small amount of people who say, let me just see what's going on. I think the way to maintain that already imbalanced scale is to keep the cameras out, guys. I know it's not what a lot of you want. I know a lot of you have great reasons to disagree with me, and I'm okay with that. I'm just telling you my opinion, and it couldn't be more clear for me. As much as I myself want to see the case again, I'll say, I don't think it's conducive to this man getting a fair trial. Now, when I say fair trial, what I'm saying is, and I wish there were more people in mainstream and mid-tier and low-tier media who would say this. When I say fair trial, I mean, if he's guilty, big dog, you're guilty. We got to talk about this. And when I say talk, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm black as hell. Shout out to y'all. I love y'all. But when I say we got to talk about this, that means you got to be accountable for your actions, big dog. So if you are guilty beyond a reasonable doubt, that's a fair trial, bro. If the evidence shows that you are guilty beyond a reasonable doubt, that's a fair trial, bro. I don't say fair trial saying he's going to get off, because once again, I don't know what happened. I wasn't there. That may be a very good explanation for the roommates having these BS stories and accounts that they have that don't involve them being involved at all. That may be a very good explanation for why we haven't seen the evidence that proves Bryan is absolutely guilty. I don't know, and vice versa. That may be evidence that proves the roommates were absolutely involved, so we were right with our speculation about them the whole time. And that may be evidence that proves that Bryan was set up from the very beginning because the university has something to do with it. Don't get me started. I've been saying that in the damn comments. Y'all gonna make me make 12 to 16 Idaho 4 videos back to back.
For the record, I already made those videos. The link is in the upper right-hand corner. Just in case you want to check them out.
About this, because I wasn't even thinking about that. I wasn't even thinking about the big wigs and big strings being pulled behind the scene because the university can't. If four kids were murdered at the university, my kids go too, and all of these the circumstances play out how they have played out, I might damn well be thinking about talking my kids out of going back there too. So there's a lot of capitalism behind the scene pulling some of these damn strings. We're talking about, is that why they manufactured the suspect so fast? Is that why they framed Bryan if they did? There's a lot of damn questions that can only be answered by inarguable evidence. And once again, that's why a lot of us, including me, are waiting to the trial. But it doesn't change the fact that these people are looking in the face of a damn... Do I need to go through it again? Y'all been following this case as much as I have, right? I've already been repetitive in this video. I don't want to continue being repetitive. Shout out to y'all for watching my content, man. Shout out to y'all for hitting that like button, man. Shout out to y'all for whatever you do, man. I'm with you, man. Pray you're having a good day out there. How much evidence do we need? How much BS do we need to hear from these two surviving roommates for them to at least be under the eye of speculation? They done told us the most horrendous accounts, which I don't even think are their accounts. I think they're somewhere since this crime happened. And this is where the university and the law enforcement and the whole town comes back into play for me. I think there's somewhere, I'm telling you, bro, I'm telling you, I got to see the evidence against Bryan. I have to see the evidence against Bryan because it makes more damn sense that these two surviving roommates have something to do with it. And the entire town, all of the names to be called and all the faces to be seen that's not being seen and not being called behind the scenes is more likely that they have something to do with it, and they got the roommates held up somewhere teaching them what to say. They repeating it over and over and over again. I'm telling you, that just makes more sense than the evidence we've seen against Bryan. That's why I have to wait the trial, guys. Them being prepped somewhere in some damn rooms and stuff, fed McDonald's and Taco Bells, so they know exactly what. We ain't heard nothing. I'm not gonna keep saying these things, man. That's why I don't want to keep making. There's nothing else to say other than what's already been said. We ain't heard nothing from them. It's because they being prepped. I'm telling you. I would bet money. If I'm wrong, I'll say it. It's because they're somewhere being prepped and they're practicing what to say. They're rehearsing what to say when they finally cannot be saved from public speculation anymore. They're going to have to come out at some point in time. Can't save them forever. They want to make sure these girls are prepared to regurgitate whatever stories they're being told. And I don't even know if the stories that we've been told actually came from them or were given to them to rehearse and say to us. All of this to me, guys, is about justice, man. It's not about the entertainment aspect. If you watch my content, you know that, man. You know this about me. I'm being repetitive, probably getting on your nerve right now. I don't know how it's in the interest of justice. Beep, beep, bad word, our curiosity. I don't know how it's in the best interest of justice for cameras to be in that courtroom, guys. I seen somebody say this, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna get out of there. Somebody set forth the cameras need to be in the courtroom so we can keep up with what's going on and we can know that things were handled properly. What the hell is that going to do, us watching? I mean, what is that going to do to ensure that he gets justice? I don't know. I could tell you once again, I think it is going to hinder him possibly getting justice. That's what I think. I think the media are going to come out. I think they're going to pervert what's going on in the courtroom. I think the gullible public are going to fall for it. I think some of the information and some of the public opinion will leak back to the jury, and it will influence how they think about this case like it already has. And I think it'll just put justice and his shot at it in a more peculiar situation that it doesn't need to be in. My final call, guys, respectfully, if you disagree, tell me in the comments. I'm not going to get mad. I'm not right. I'm not God. I don't know everything. My final call, when I reason through it, I don't see how it's in his interest or the interest of real justice for cameras to be in the courtroom. Let me say this before I go. Real justice also includes getting the right person, not only so innocent people aren't behind bars, but so real killers aren't still walking our streets victimizing innocent people who could very well be your family members and loved ones. And whether those innocent people are your family members and loved ones or not, you should just care about humans enough that you don't want dangerous people walking around among us because we convicted the wrong people and sent innocent people to prison or jail. It's hard, man. Tell me what you think. I don't see how you could change my mind, but I'm all ears, man. Once again, shout out to y'all. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the participation. Thank you for everything, man. Innocent until.
Yeah, I mean, listen, no matter what they're going to find, I mean, they're going to find a jury somewhere that doesn't know anything about this. It's not that hard. Not everybody watches the news every single day or, tunes into YouTube every single day. So I don't think that's going to be a bigger problem than what they think.
Sometimes the jury selection process takes a long time. We have a listener, her name is Echo, and she lives in that area. And she says there's a lot of people there that don't, it's a rural community that aren't even on the internet yet. So they'll find them.
Yeah,
there.
I mean, like I said, to be honest with you, I went a couple places, just to kind of see if this is how viral this is. And the first two people I brought it up to at the stores, they had no idea.
I didn't think he could get a fair trial, but that was a few months ago. I got some updated thoughts on that too. Coming soon, Lord willing.
So it's not like everybody, it's not like us that were, tuning in, every single day to figure out what's going on. Excuse me. So I just feel like they'll be able to, find an unbiased jury and, have a fair trial, and, the news and media just need to relax a little bit.